Historic Lambeau Field fittingly abuts up against Lombardi Avenue here in the heart of Green Bay, Wisconsin. Today we kick off the new year with an NFC North matchup, as it'll be the Detroit Lions taking on the Green Bay Packers. With my good friend Charles Davis in the booth, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and the moment has finally arrived, CD. It's time to begin a new NFL season.
Partner, there's no hiding my excitement as I got ready this morning. I could not wait to get here for this game. Imagine what it's like out there on the field for those players, though. OTAs, training camp, preseason has all led to this moment when they officially kick this one off to get the season underway.
Us out past the 20 to the 24. So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. They'll be led out by their quarterback, the guy out of California, the former Cal Bear, Jared Goff.
And at one point, the ascension of Jared Goff was really, really strong. Back-to-back Pro Bowls, took his team to the Super Bowl, and came really within one quarter of winning it. But since that time, he's had bouts of inconsistency, and that's been the struggle for him as he tries to get back to the form he showed earlier in his career. Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
To throw is Goff. Oh, his first throw of the season is intercepted. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy is not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
6'4" Jordan Love taking the field for the first time. The 2020 first-round pick from Utah State set to lead Green Bay.
Now in his third season as the guy in Green Bay, and he's thrown for at least 25 touchdowns in each of the last 2 years. He and his team believe they're due for a deep playoff run as long as he stays healthy and is piloting the offense.
Give him 18 on that play, and Green Bay has the first as well.
Coming in here, really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason, and runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
On first down, they go with Jacobs again. Yeah, boy, and it's tough to bring him down that time. He surges forward. He's going to get a full 6 out of that. Second down.
A 6-yard pickup. Second and 4.
A throw left side. It's hauled in by Golden. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field. Well, just the last thing you want to see here in the first quarter of a new season. Hopefully nothing serious. We'll step aside for a moment. A 4-receiver set here, 3rd and 5.
Let's go now. Yeah.
Bluff. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Reed. And the Packers are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. First and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points.
Let's go. 30, hut, go.
Here's Jacobs. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. A nice pickup of 6 there to get him closer to the end zone, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Second and goal.
Ready. Black.
Jacobs again. The football comes out. Jacobs lost it. And this is scooped up by the Lions.
Partner, you know how often we hear about the red zone, right? From the 20-yard line going in, that scoring zone, getting points on the board. A lot of teams call from the 10-yard line in the green zone. That's your money zone. He fumbles the ball inside the money zone. You have one job, take care of the ball. That didn't happen.
Back onto the field come the Lions for their 2nd overall drive. Remember last time out they threw the interception on their first drive. Good news, their defense backed them up, so it's still 0-0 here as they begin their 2nd possession.
Yeah, and one great way to judge a defense How do they handle what we call sudden change? When all of a sudden, you know, it goes against their offense and have to run out in the field and try and put out the fire. Give this one great kudos for getting out there and not letting that interception lead to points. Excellent job by them defensively.
That's good for the Lions. First down.
I guess it's good we can't really read the mind of the defensive coordinator now, huh?
Had him pinned back there deep, give up that run. Can't be happy.
Yeah, whatever's in his mind right now, we probably couldn't say over the air.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Throw to St. Brown, complete on the left side. And he'll be just shy of the 20 at the 19 as he goes out of bounds.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 8.
From the gun on 3rd down, Goff. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And the Lions first down. 1st and 10 at the 28.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down, and I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
Here's Goff. A little short pass here taken in by Laporta. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And it'll be 2nd down.
Gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Gibbs straight ahead. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. He'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a first down.
Another Detroit Lions first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle, but give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and 9. Goff now looks to throw. Setting up the screen. This is Gibbs. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 38.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
First carry now for David Montgomery. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. 11 more yards that go around. A first down as well. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Now it's Goff. Got his man. It's Williams. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot.
Complete to Jameson Williams. 10 yards on the pickup. 2nd and inches.
Now it's Gibbs. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Well, you always hate to see injuries, especially tough here in week 1. Just hoping this is nothing serious. We'll take a quick timeout. A chance for their first points of the season here as it's 1st and goal. They'll run with Montgomery. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on 1st down, holding them to a short gain.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal.
180.
Goff now looking to throw. This is caught. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. Bates' kick is good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Packers offense here coming back out for their second drive. And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you've got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
That's a nice run to get himself back on the horse after his fumble. Nothing spectacular, but a good confidence-building run.
Here we go. Set.
Love looking to throw it. Over the middle, he's got Golden. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
A gain of 9 yards. And up
Throwing. Love. Here's 2nd and 10.
Set. Ready.
Out of the shotgun, it's Love. That's taken in by Golden. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 22-yard line.
That's another Packers first down. 1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Ready.
Firing quickly out wide is Love. He takes this to the 15. A flashy juke. That got him a couple extra yards.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Here's Love. Now he's going to step up and run. And Love is going to slide down and pick up the first. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
Check white.
Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. To pass, here's Jordan Love. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. The coverage good, the pressure good, leads to the sack. And it's 3rd and goal now.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal.
Set.
Love now. That one thrown away from the pocket. And the officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass. The kick by McManus is good, and that will tie us at 3-3. They had it 1st and goal, 3 attempts, couldn't get it in, so they settle for 3.
Yeah, the field tends to shrink a little bit the closer you get to the goal line, doesn't it? It doesn't sound right. It sounds a little counterintuitive. But you run out of space to run the deep routes, so they can just sit on the shorter stuff if you're going to throw it. If you want to run it, there's just not as much space. They end up having to take 3 there.
Time for another look at this Lions offense. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there. And it's second down. Back to throw. Goff. Goes out left. It's caught by Williams. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Goff and Williams hook it up there for a Lions first. Straight ahead with Gibbs here. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be second down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost getting into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find the hole.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
That's good. Lions, first down.
Counter play. Here's Gibbs. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 3-3, a tight one after one on EA Sports. The Lions with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now Goff. That'll be caught. It's St. Brown. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. A chance for a first touchdown drive of the year. It's 1st and goal. They'll run with Gibbs. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Jahmyr Gibbs, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Lions have taken the lead.
Sometimes you get a 1st and goal and you're back near the 7, 8, 9-yard line, and you start thinking, maybe we'll run it here on 1st down to get half of what we need, so maybe we can have 2 or 3 shots at going for it from closer range. So this is a bonus right here. What a great run to work his way into the end zone.
Now the try here for the extra point. And he's 1 for 1 on the new year as his kick is good. So this drive spans 7 plays. And it was all capped off by a touchdown run from Jahmyr Gibbs. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35. Green Bay's offense ready to go again. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. There are none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But you also have to remember, they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 48 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
On play action. Love to throw. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Let's go now.
Now Love. This complete to the tight end, Tucker Kraft. Down the right sideline. Touchdown, Packers. Tucker Kraft, 54 yards. And the Packers Lions are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call, but he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
McManus's point after is good, and we are even at 10 apiece. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. So here come the Lions now. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
2nd and 10. On the give, here's Gibbs. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. First down Lions on a pickup of 13. We often give credit to the O-line there. 2 tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, and that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
Goff now to throw. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Now Goff. And his throw's going to be incomplete. And Charles got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force an incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, they came up with points in their first 2 possessions, but it looks like they'll come up empty here on their 3rd drive. The defense finally starting to get locked into them a little bit. Might have to go a little bit deeper into their playbook on their next possession.
45 yards, that's what the punt goes for. 5 on the return. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. The Green Bay offense ready to take over. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you've got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
A gain of 13 yards. It's now 3rd and 2.
A dime look defensively for the Lions on 3rd.
Here.
To throw now. Here's Love. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield.
10 yards. That's good for the Packers. First down.
Jacobs going to try the middle. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Throwing on 2nd down. Love. Pass caught. That's Golden. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
9 yards. And the Packers first down.
A throw left left side. It's hauled in by Golden. And down right around the 32-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup.
A gain of 5 brings up second.
Love.
At the 32-yard line.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Jaden Reed, 31 yards. And the Packers have taken the lead. And that time, he came out of the slot for that big play downfield for the score.
I think what we just saw there, partner, is what we call scheming a guy open. Put him in the slot, know that he has tremendous speed. What you're doing with your other receivers is likely running shorter routes to draw the attention closer to the line of scrimmage, to give him a chance to get downfield and turn it into a one-on-one route. Often against the safety, you like your odds when he's running against the safety. His speed usually wins, and it did on that play.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Now the Lions offense, they get ready to head back out there. They find themselves down 17-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Goff. He gets this out wide to Gibbs. Only able to gain a couple there. And that will bring up 2nd down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Goff. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
I have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
From the gun on 3rd down, Goff. Open man right side is St. Brown. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the 1st down. Now to be 4th and short.
So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. They'll go again with Gibbs. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. 2nd down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now. Hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you can do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 37. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
What?
Now it's gone. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that he can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
Gone. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And the Packers are going to get it back here just past the 35.
At their own 36-yard line.
Jordan Love and the Packers heading back out there. 5 for 5 that last drive. Touchdown pass as well. He was clicking. Receivers, I don't want to be cliche, but running really solid routes too.
And what I love about it is when you look across any team, All right,
Here we go. Here we
the
go.
body types of the receivers are usually different. The way that they get open, different as well. Some of them use power to get open. Some of them use those head fakes and subtle moves. Some of them just use pure speed. And the really good ones, when they're established, they know how to push off at the end of a route, too.
Play action this time with Love. Throw caught by Musgrave. And he'll get nothing out of that one. 2nd and 9.
Smith, right. 10 flat.
47-yard line.
Ready,
The
go.
tight end in motion right. That's taken in by Watson. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. Love will sneak it. And he's going to have a Packers first down, maybe by about a yard as they find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
First down. 1st and 10.
There may have been a little bit of an element of surprise there.
37.
3rd and inches, and they go quarterback sneak. I still feel like this is a play that often is reserved for 4th down.
Well, that nearly trouble, but it's incomplete. The rookie had it and lost it, and it'll be 2nd down.
Houston on the coverage.
Throwing. Love. He finds his man. Complete. It's Reed. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 22-yard line.
Yellow, Lonnie. Let's go. Quick, yellow.
Love. They go play action now. That'll be caught right side by Reed.
Ready.
To the air again. Love. Oh, the gain of 3 on the play.
Number ready.
And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
It's a gain of
Set,
3.
hut.
Brings up 3rd
Yes.
and 6.
Love looking to throw it. Quick slant to Watson. And the Packers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
That's another Packers first down. 1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off for big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
Here's Jacobs from the gun. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage.
Okay, ready.
Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line. 2nd and goal.
Yard line.
Set, blue, 32. Set.
Firing quickly out wide is Love. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal.
Set, ready. Hut,
In
go.
motion goes the tight end. Love, this is 3rd and goal. They'll wind up losing a couple yards here on the play. And that's going to bring up the 4th down.
McManus on for the field goal. A 24-yard attempt.
The kick by McManus is good. And they double him up here. That makes our score 20-10. Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
They're able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Right side to Williams. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
Any questions of how they'd approach this drive were answered right there. They come out throwing, and they get a nice pickup here toward the end of the first half.
Back back to throw. Goff. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
I certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Now Goff. Throw to St. Brown, complete on the left side. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Goff to St. Brown for the Detroit first down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him.
Picked off by Nate Hobbs. And the Packers are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. Now, I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me, that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you've thrown this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
The Packers offense and quarterback Jordan Love heading back out onto the field. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. Following the interception, Love. He finds his man, complete. It's Reed. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Let's go.
Now Love. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Lions are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Well, he's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness.
Here's a diving catch right side. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. Here's Goff. Throws out left. It's caught by Williams. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. The final shot before break here. Goff. He'll let one go deep for Downs. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So halftime straight ahead. Let's get you down to the Sunshine State and Scott Hansen with our EA Sports halftime
Our trip
report.
around the NFL starts now. We begin in Foxborough. The Patriots at home to take on the Raiders. It's a rematch of the Tuck Rule game. And let's sit back and watch Devon Achane. He's trying to get the season off on the right foot, and I think he just did. Both feet, as a matter of fact. He's gone. The Pats wind up winning this one in front of the home crowd to begin the new season. From there, it's down to the Big Easy in New Orleans. We'll check in on the Saints as they play host to the Arizona Cardinals. And this is Michael Wilson. He was a tough man to pin down all game long. This, one of his 2 touchdown catches. One more to tell you about. We go to Jacksonville, the Jags taking on the Carolina Panthers. And it's the former #1 overall pick, Trevor Lawrence. He connects. It's a 16-yard touchdown. The Jaguars get the victory. Congratulations to Liam Cohen, his first win as an NFL head coach. Time for a look here at the rest of the games going on and what's to come here in Week 1 of the new NFL season. Meanwhile, in our game, it was a competitive, hard-hitting first half. We expect more of the same going forward as we send you back out to Brandon and Charles.
We'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. There's Robinson showing the flash. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. So here are the Packers now. They get set for their first possession of half number 2. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. 3rd and 3.
No gain on the play.
Let's go
It's
now.
3rd down and 4.
Love from the gun. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
Packers, first down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Pass caught. That's Golden. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
To throw now. Here's Love. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, it's too early to figure out what kind of adjustments this defense made at halftime, but that's a good start to the second half. They cannot afford to give up more points and fall further behind, so well done to force the punting situation here.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And they call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the Lions are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. A shotgun snap for gone. And that'll be caught by St. Brown. And all the way down to the 39. A big play there for Detroit. 41 yards.
We know play callers can be very creative in this game today, but sometimes when they've got receivers with speed like this, they don't need to design incredibly complex calls. Sometimes it's just get the ball in his hands and let him do his thing. In a sense, less can become more, and it was right there.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Here's Goff. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Goff. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 19. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Cut. 20.
Hand off now to Gibbs. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good 1st down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on 1st down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Goff now looking to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Jamison Williams, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Lions have got it back to within a score. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead is down to a field goal. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it was Jamison Williams wrapping things up with a touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. Still enjoying the lead here in the 3rd quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. Takes it to about the 37.
I feel like I can see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Here we go.
Play action this time with Love. Throw left side complete. That's Jacobs. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. Love from the gun on 3rd down. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. Give him 3 yards there on the 1st down pickup. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the 1st down.
On the move past the 40. And finally taken down at the 35-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. On the handoff, this is Jacobs. And a really good show of force there as he gets through for 4 tough yards.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that's going to break big. Go the distance, but when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
That's some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. The 71 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. A solid stiff arm. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. And hold on here because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. While the medical staff checks on him, we'll step aside in this Week 1 contest.
Here we go.
Switching things up, they'll throw it now with Jordan Love. Touchdown, Packers! Jaden Reed, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Packers had 6 to their lead. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the 3rd quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because You have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Lions offense and Jared Goff set to take over once more. And he had it going in the first half, that's for sure. He's really had his way with his secondary. They've been powerless to stop him, and he'll look to keep it rolling right here. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've gotten pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
Room past the 35. And he's going to get this to the 40-yard line. They'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a first down.
And the Lions first down. A gain of 12. First down, Detroit.
Black 20.
Now a play fake, and it's gone. Into the hands of Williams across the formation. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That's a 12-yard gain now on back-to-back plays.
First down. A gain of 12. First down, Lions.
180.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. But defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
20.
Goff. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on 3rd. Goff now looks to throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. They go ahead and snap it. Goff. Finding the open man, and that's Tim Patrick. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 4th down, no problem. Just a ho-hum pickup of 14 to keep the offense on the field.
First down. A gain of 14.
I remember pregame when we were talking to him on the field, and he took his gloves off and showed us his fingers. A few misshapen ones in there, and now we know why, trying to catch those types of bullets.
That was a dart. Yeah, even for a talented receiver, those are tough to hang on to. Now run by Gibbs. And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22.
That's another Detroit Lions first down. It's a gain of 10. First down, Detroit.
Goff. This pass left side to Downs. Calling a gain of 6 on the play. And it's 2nd down.
6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4. At the Packers 16.
Out of the gun. Goff. Throw out right, pulled in by Downs. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6.
That's good.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
At the 6-yard line.
Now back to the ground. Here's Gibbs. And the hole closes quickly here. He can find only to about the 4. Second and goal from inside the 5.
Brings up second and goal.
20.
The 4-yard line.
To throw is gone. Touchdown! Josh Downs from 4 yards out. And the Lions have cut it back within a score. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Extra point attempt here still to come. And the lead is down to a field goal now. So that drive, 12 plays in length. And it's capped off by a touchdown for the Lions. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Jordan Love in this offense ready to get the football back. He really continues to pick apart this defense. Last drive, perfect, and it culminated in his 3rd touchdown pass.
As long as we've been doing this, how many times has a player in this type of a zone described the game as really slowed down?
Yep.
So right now, instead of warp speed,
Snail's pace.
Snail's pace for him, and he can do whatever he wants with it. He has all the time in the world to throw the ball, and his offensive line has been giving him that.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's second down and a yard.
Here we go.
Once again, it's Jacobs. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup, but that's all they needed to move the sticks.
First down. First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Ready. Yellow.
To pass, here's Jordan Love. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
I would describe the way that he's played today as mature. He's already moved on mentally from that incompletion, and he's more than ready to throw his next pass downfield.
Over the middle, he's got Golden. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 68 yards receiving now for him in the game. And a first down on that last catch as well.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's second and 9.
Gain of a yard. Brings up second and 9.
Love looking to throw it. He's got the hook up with Dobbs. Short completion, just 4 yards. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. Touchdown, Packers! Tucker Kraft, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Packers are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give him a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. He talked about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Extra point from McManus is good. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now at Lambeau, where the 4th quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the 3rd quarter. Now McManus on to kick this one off. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Lions offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been that successful. He just processes things so quickly and makes the right read seemingly every time. And that's hauled in by St. Brown over the middle. So 8 yards on the completion there. And they'll be left with second and a couple.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up second and 2 at the 37-yard line.
180.
Goff now to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
Well, that was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
That is caught. And he is going to have the Lions first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game. Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. He's got it to Williams. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
Lions, first down. First and 10.
Here's Goff. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. Second down and a little more than a yard here.
Brings up second and a yard. The Packers, 40-yard line.
Now a fake on the jet sweep, and here's Gibbs. And he gets it down to the 32. 91 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Now, yes, a two-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on second and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right, they did pick up the first down there, but they, as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a two-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
2nd and 7.
Brings up second and 7 at the 30-yard line.
There's Goff. Setting up the screen. This is Gibbs. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 12-yard line. A gain of 18 and a new set of downs.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide, and these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Now it's Goff. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Oh, nice defensive effort there, providing the hit as the ball got to the receiver, separates him from the catch, and normally he's a sure-handed target.
180.
Back to throw, Goff. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Oh, this defense knows. 4th quarter, they need to make a play. That one was right for the taking. Could have changed the complexion of the ball game, but it winds up incomplete.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely, maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
Well, it wasn't a big strike, but that completion put them in really great range. What do we have now, 4th and inches?
Yeah, it's not more than a half a foot.
You know what I would do here?
You would always go for it.
I'm one of those guys.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They'll try and run for it. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down.
First down there at the 1-yard line.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Gibbs is into the end zone. A touchdown, Lions. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a one-score game here in the fourth.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now, we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
Point after try forthcoming. And the lead is down to a field goal now. So that drive spans 13 plays. And it was all capped off by a touchdown run from Jahmyr Gibbs. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. Their lead back down to one score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10.
Ready. Yellow, 40.
They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
At the 23-yard line.
Love now. They'll swing that out wide to Jacobs. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Some good games around the league here early in week 1, and this one's shaping up to be as good as any of them as we come up on a 1st and 10. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Flying in for that sack, Aiden Hutchinson. Found his way into the backfield, and he simply would not be denied.
Well, they say that life's all about opportunities, and that holds true when you're playing defense as well. How about him seeing that chance, making the most of it, did a great job of wrapping him up and bringing him down.
The throw left sideline falls incomplete. The Packers on 3rd down. They've been really good, converting 7 of their 10 tries. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Here's Love. Pass caught. That's Golden. And they do get this across midfield to the 49, but a small consolation prize as he's well short of the first. On now is the Packers punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. This is taken at about the 14. 13 yards the tally on the return there. And the Lions will take over. Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. And you sense the tide turning. They scored, then their defense forced the punt, and now a chance to ultimately take the lead here late. Drive starts with a run from Gibbs. And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defense in front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, helped their spot, and stacked him up.
And this throw incomplete. The defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
Now Goff. He's got his target. That's complete. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45.
A gain of 15 yards. And the Lions first down. A gain of 15.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. 108 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in the season opener. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Another run for Gibbs here. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked out before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Rashawn Gary that time through the line and getting the tackle for loss.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
From the gun, here's Goff. A little short pass here taken in by Laporta. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers 33. 15 yards there on the catch and run.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there, not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Straight ahead with Gibbs here. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Goff now looking to throw. Goes out left. It's caught by Williams. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
That's a gain of 6.
Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Here's Goff. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
How about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Bates' kick is good. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive gets them 3, not 6.
Is it okay if I give credit to both sides on this one?
Absolutely.
All right, let's start defensively. They hung in there. 10-play drive, but they stiffened when they got close to the goal line, made them kick a field goal. For the offense, 10-play drive. They might be a little disappointed they got a field goal, but they moved the ball down the field with dispatch and came away with points.
The Packers ready to take over offensively. And we essentially have a brand new ball game. After that last field goal has tied us all up, we brace for what should be an exciting rest of this 4th quarter. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and
Here we go,
4
set.
at the 41-yard line.
Throwing, Love. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Love. He finds his man, complete. That's Jacobs. And he appears to be about 2 feet short on 3rd and 3. Leaves him with a 4th and 1. On now is the Packers punter, as he's on here to punt it away. It's a 39-yard punt, 3 on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The visitors' offense and Jahmyr Gibbs headed back onto the field. And it's hard to believe you could run the ball a whole lot better than he has. The vision, the cutback ability, the acceleration, it's all been on display throughout. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. A good convergence there defensively. Only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 19-yard line.
Gibbs straight ahead. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. The completion on 1st didn't get much, and now the run on 2nd doesn't get a whole lot either.
Well, if you're a good play caller, you've already looked ahead and anticipated this type of situation. Already down in his play sheet, trying to dial up a big 3rd down play.
Well, this one's had a season's worth of thrills already, and it's still week 1. Here's 3rd down now. Goff now looks to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. There's that man again. It's complete. And he will get out of bounds here as well. What a play. Big yardage. They stop the clock, and they move it to the boundary of field goal range as well. This is 1st and 10.
A gain of 22 yards. 180. And the Lions first down.
Now Goff. This pass left side to Downs. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football. But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Gain of 16 yards. First down, Detroit.
Here's 1st down.
White 20.
On the give, here's Gibbs. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as it comes with exactly a minute to go in the football game.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Final minute of play. Here's 2nd and 10.
We go.
And they'll run it with Gibbs. And once again, he'll get possibly back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. The Lambeau faithful making as much noise as they can. It's 3rd down.
Black 20.
Now it's Goff. Connecting over the middle with Downs. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. Bates' kick is good. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. All right, so time to reset here. It's a huge kick there, gives them the lead, but they've got to be careful that their celebrations aren't a little too premature.
You're exactly right about that, because there still is time for the other guys to run a few plays and get into field goal position. So this defense is going to need to come up with one final stop if they're going to get out of here with a victory.
So here's Love and the Packers. Down by a field goal, 45 seconds remaining. This is only week 1 of the season, folks. Get strapped in as they come up here 1st and 10. Love looking to throw it to Dobbs, and he hauls it in.
It's a gain of 14 yards. That's good for a Packers first down.
Ready?
And he clocks it with just over 30 seconds left.
Got it.
Just over 30 seconds remain. Here's 2nd and 10 now.
Ready.
Here's Love. Now they go screen. It's complete. Fighting his way through contact. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Yards on the play.
This offense cannot stop the clock now. No timeouts remaining as they come up here 1st down. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And he's got it. It's caught for a touchdown. And they have taken the lead here in the final seconds. CD, that was an all-or-nothing drive to win this football game, and they rose to the occasion to take the lead here in the waning moments.
And how about how they got it done? No timeouts left. They take it downfield, execute perfectly, and get it done. Now they don't leave their opponent with a heck of a lot of time on the clock.
Now McManus for the extra point. And it would appear they're going to get out of here with a comeback come-from-behind victory.
Makes the score. Packers 41.
So that drive, 4 plays. And it's capped off by the late touchdown that puts him out in front here in the final minute of the contest. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee, and they'll start things out at the 25. Amon-Ra St. Brown and the rest of the Detroit Lions getting set for another series here. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it? Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
Leads to second and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Goff now to throw. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. And the Packers have just about sewn up this football game.
The Packers take over first and 10 at their own 37-yard line.
Well, you knew you had to take some chances here with the clock winding down, needing a touchdown to win it, and that one might have just sealed their fate.
Yeah, and that's the nature of the 2-minute drill. The offense trying to go downfield and make their plays. The defenses, they're sitting back watching everything that they do, but not too far back. They want to be in position to make a play on the ball, and that they did.
Brings up second and.
Now, this was not just the opener of a brand-new season, but this was a division game here in Week 1, and to come through with a 1-0 start against a division opponent gives you a little something extra heading forward for the rest of the season.
Yeah, let's pile it all into one game, right? Opening the season, and you open both sidelines. One just executed better and earned the win.
So for Green Bay, that'll be a